Hello everybody, I am Ben from Team Panic and also Team Gemini. Now, spoiler alert, if you have not seen the bonus rumble on the Science channel for episode 1 of Battlebots, turn this video off, go ahead and watch that and then come back here. I'll give you a second to do that here because what we're going to be doing today is having Team Gemini talk about our experiences in that fight, post-fight. Now, as another quick little warning here, there are two things that you kind of need to know. Is this got filmed very quickly after the fight, within the day, basically. So adrenaline is a big thing in fights like this. You are focusing so much on controlling robots that the actual minutiae of what actually happened in the fight can sometimes get a little bit lost in the haze there. And also, you see things from one perspective, whereas you guys, when you watch the fight, get multiple camera angles and nice editing. We get one perspective and through Lexan and all this kind of stuff. So the stuff that we talk about may not be entirely accurate. There may be some errors and mistakes in what we're talking about, but what we're talking about is how the fight seemed to us. Also, on that point, I did not believe in tunnel vision before I fought in this fight. So myself and Dom, who were the two new people in Gemini, fought this fight this year. And tunnel vision is a big thing in a rumble like that, in a massive battle box. The battle box is bigger than any arena that I've ever fought in before, which is good because it fights heavyweights. And yeah, really, I had a tiny little sphere of influence around Hydroxyl, the black Gemini that I was paying attention to, and that was it. So there's some of the stuff in this fight that I have no idea how that happened. Well, not yet anyway. I haven't yet watched the episode, but I will in half a second here. But anyway, without further ado, like I said, just take what we say here with a few grains of salt. There are some things we're going to get wrong. I'll come back at the end of this after I've seen the episode and clarify some things, talk a little bit more about my experience being over there and driving an actual Battlebot because, that's so cool. But without further ado, let's head over to the team and see what they thought about things.
About how we think the fight went. So personally, I have my sphere around Hydroxyl that I know about, and then everything else I don't know. So, I saw...
We had limited view, given that.
That's it, yeah.
We have limited view in the back, but I know at least once I saw one of them just get, picked up, and then over on one side, heard everyone cheering, and then just saw the thing go straight across.
Yeah, that was me, and it was scary quick.
Yeah,
too.
It was
because that's the thing. I got picked up, and I was like, "Oh, this is bad." And then he started moving, and I went for the weapon switch, and I got the weapon switch off, but the weapon was still almost at full speed when I was slammed straight into the wall. I was like, "Oh,
that was a rough one."
That was a very rough one. But I don't know how Marvin lost the spinner teeth. I was over here, and then I came back across, and I saw Marvin again, and it was wobbly all over the place, and then I went over here, and I came back again, and it was spinning freely now because both teeth were gone, and I was like, cool.
I'm not even sure I did anything in particular. I think it was on Gruff, or at least lost the first one.
I think
but
so as well.
I heard that the sound changed. I didn't see anything happen, even though I was staring right at the robot, and it's just the sound changed and it was wobbling. And then a few seconds later, it was not wobbling anymore.
Yeah, it was quick. It lost both of them real quick.
Anything to lose the second one, or just lose it on its own?
I was not looking at it at that moment. When I looked back at it, it had stopped wobbling, and I didn't know if it had spun down or if it had lost the others. It took me a while to process that one.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely spun back up with no teeth because there was a time when I came in for a front-on shot and I realized the plastic was spinning full bore at the top, and I was like, why?
Well, why not? If you have a weapon, I don't feel
if anything, it could just push things away, maybe.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think I wonder if it lost it on the wall because it felt like it kind of went into or out of view right in front of the driver's box, and then when it came back out, that's when I saw it wobbling So I wonder if
It did get a couple of wall smashes for
I wonder
sure
if
because I was
it-
next
The
to
other
I was like,
robots were low profile in comparison.
Yeah.
Yeah, everything was pretty low.
We didn't
so-
actually get a chance to measure Marvin like I thought so, but from my angle, it almost looked like it would have cleared completely over us.
I went head on once, I think, at least, or somebody did, and nothing happened. I think
Yeah.
I still had at least one, too.
I mean, I went head on with it like 4 or 5 times, and at least one of those times it had teeth. Maybe
Yeah.
only one teeth, but like it had teeth, and it was spinning, and
I'm
I
really
didn't get
surprised that They
hit.
don't just run it upside down.
You can't because
No.
the teeth flap. So if
Catch
they
the
run
edge
it,
of the panels.
They
yeah,
go up at a 45.
yeah, so they go up or down at a 45-degree angle. So if you set it upside down, then the teeth are going to dig into the ground. They would have to rigidly mount those teeth into the HDPE or UHMW, whatever that spinner is.
One,
Yeah.
they should do exactly that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
Two,
they
like
should.
they have a pin, and like if they can flop, they'll flop over the panels. Like it'll make a nice little sparking sound as it spins up, but
Yeah,
when it's
Yeah,
spinning, it should.
Yeah.
Because then it would be a nice little undercutter. Now it's just like a.
Although the size of the thing, that contact patch, like, what is the weapon going to spin or is the bot going to spin?
right,
It's upside
yeah,
down.
yeah.
Well, no, they do have a bolt.
They do have a bolt. They
If
have to
they just
extend
thought
it out
about
a little bit.
At all, that bolt would be extended such
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
the weapon can operate upside down, which is literally how Valkyrie drives all day, every day.
Yeah,
They
yeah,
have
oh,
their
exactly.
little magic UHMW underwear that just sort of rubs on the ground the whole time.
And it's Texas Twister too. Texas Twister does exactly the same thing. Even though they're a slanted spinner, they know they're going to end up upside down, so they run the UHMW spacer underneath. So, yeah.
wow.
I should also point out for the camera, we haven't rewatched the fight, so we don't know a lot of the stuff that happened. Like,
Yeah.
Pure
we're,
speculation.
yeah, we're like limited by what we actually saw, which is
Yeah.
Memory is funny.
Yeah,
Yeah.
memory is funny, and also when you're concentrating hard on like one robot, I didn't believe in tunnel vision, but I now believe in tunnel vision. Like,
Yeah. Do you understand how we whack each other a lot
Yeah.
now?
yeah, I definitely do. There was the one whack that was actually a controlled whack was I was chasing Gruff because I finally got around behind them, and I thought I was going to get a good shot on them, so I was chasing Gruff across the box, and then all of a sudden you're in my field of view, and I'm like, no, back, and I managed to slow down, but it still was a hit. I was like, ah.
I
Tried-
would like to point
He
out
didn't slow down.
that
It might have been.
this is the very first fight where the Geminis did not remove one of their own wheels.
Very
Great
nice.
success.
Boom.
There you
Yeah.
go.
Amazing.
There you go.
Least damage of any fight, even those that we won.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. No, that was good. I mean, I quite enjoyed that fight. I mean, and we don't have all that much damage. It's a bit of panel baiting to do, but you know,
Yeah.
The bots looked way more maneuverable this year than they did last year. They just
Yeah.
looked like they still had that same zip and speed. Like I was fascinated to watch them zip across the arena, but you hit a turn and it would like stay where it looked like you wanted it to go. It was like, yes.
Yeah, I mean, our wheels and gearbox are appropriate for a full weight bot.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
Why they're so
fabulous.
zippy.
The biggest change to Gemini this year is that we put the
Yeah, the
motors
wheels
in
backwards.
effectively backwards, so that instead of being a wedge forward robot, they are a weapon forward robot. And now, so essentially, now the center of gravity is on the weapon side of the wheels, so that they are stable while driving weapons forward.
We didn't.
It's very
We
important
didn't
for
make
tracking.
it back. We designed it backwards, and now have made it face the right way around.
yeah.
Well,
You know,
we designed it
Semantics.
to be a both direction thing. Like, there's two forwards, and it turns out that vehicle
Nope.
dynamics are a real thing.
yeah, and you can't have two forwards. You just can't.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe if you've got four-wheel drive, but we do not have the weight.
Yeah.
If you don't have, if you don't have a design forward, then neither of them's forward.
yeah.
Yes.
That's
Four-wheel drive with 50-50 could do it. We also very seriously considered putting gyro stabilization in, but
that would have been cool.
and we seriously want to, but it's not like our guy didn't do it in time.
Good fight.
Yeah, it was a good
Oh,
fight.
speaking of it, we should call up our guy and let him know how it went. He called me earlier asking about that.
Yeah. Also, lost a tooth, and I'm not sure if I'm ever going to be able to get this on camera properly. But that is like a banana right now. That's supposed to be a straight piece of metal,
Yeah.
but
And
yeah,
that's AR. We'll just call it AR 400 for the sake of argument. It's not technically, but it's very similar. and it cheered every single one of these and was hanging on by
Do
the last
we know
one.
what did that? It almost looked like it hit.
Well, that was
one
Dom's
of-
bot.
Oh,
so
no, look at this one. It's just like...
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, it was
Yeah,
spinning
I got
around
that.
until the kill saw came up. It had a
Yeah, it
direct
looked like
run
it was
on the
on a
kill
kill
saw,
saw.
spinning towards it, and I'm
Oh,
surprised, but yeah, it's
The
split.
kill saw
that.
probably knocked off some of the remaining like nuts on the bottom,
Yeah.
or knocked up some of the screws which were loose or
Whichever.
something.
Yeah.
And, like that was
It
just like,
even looks.
and that was just the last nail in the coffin. And I should also point out that if it was going full speed, which clutch issues mean it wasn't, this is experiencing 50,000 pounds of centrifugal force.
That's incredible.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, and I mean, so that was that weapon, and then my weapon, well, the full force into the wall did not help that at all.
No.
No.
And
Yeah,
then the
so,
clutch was just spinning free.
yeah, the
Yeah.
clutch was spinning 3, and I think it also shocked the bolts that hold the whole weapon in place too, so there was a lot wrong with the weapon stack at the end of that hit, so...
Yeah.
Yeah, I tried to get the weapon going, but nothing I could do with that. And I was like, I'm just going to be aggressive anyway. Flick the reverse switch, go with the wedge.
Yeah.
Oh, you did flick the reverse.
I did flick the reverse, because then
How drivable was it in that reverse direction?
it was okay, but it wasn't great. Like, it wasn't as good as forwards. Forwards was like, weapon first was definitely easier than the wedge forwards, but it wasn't bad. I mean, what really got bad was when the tip bent down, and I think that was
Oh,
Groff
yes.
got me from the back again and bent the tip down, and yeah,
That's what got me. I couldn't even drive it in reverse. I tried. I got it like 6 inches or so, and it just stopped.
yeah.
Well, let's say something about Gruff and its durability.
Oh yeah,
That thing took some hits. and
That
it
took a
was
lot of
like
hits.
fine.
Yeah, we looked at it at the end. It was like scratched in a few places. Like,
there
apparently
was
It was waved.
it was
Oh.
waved.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
We
there
put
was
some-
definitely some damage.
we
I
put
mean,
some
it
big
was-
dents in the panels, but their paint job didn't scratch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is really weird. That was the thing. When we first looked at it, like it looked perfectly fine, but when they took the batteries out, the panel, like inside, you could see the wave in the
Whoa.
panels.
They were even pointing it out, so that's how we know we did it. Not
Yeah.
it was done before some other competition.
I didn't see that.
But
Yeah.
also,
I
we
didn't
know
see it.
too, like all the high shots were Marvin, and they were hitting right on the seam lines
Yeah.
between panels, and then all of the wave was us because that was all down
so
low.
there was a visible shot from Marvin
I didn't really see many, but like I said, their paint was surprisingly durable.
I'm given how durable it is. It's possible Marvin only got one shot, and that's
Yeah.
why the second tooth went.
Oh,
Very
yeah.
true, very true.
Yeah, they were talking about their like alloy for their chassis. Like they didn't know what it was. It was like, oh, it's something hard. I'm like, it's mild steel, or that's chromal. They're like, no, they put something fancy.
Yeah.
They were
Chassis.
claiming that it was a custom alloy, and I kind of half called bullshit initially, but I don't know anymore.
yeah, I think I don't call bullshit on that anymore.
No.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it was
the cool
intense.
one, your shot in on their side was like right over the batteries. If
Yeah,
you'd managed to
perfectly
punch through that,
placed.
it would have been all over for you. Yeah.
But it was a similarly straight-on shot that just like maybe waved it, scuffed
Yeah.
the paint, and when that straight-on shot on Marvin, the same kind of energy and directionality pumped straight through their frame.
Oh,
Yeah,
look
yeah.
at that front.
And then also your shot on the back too. Massive gashes out right by their
Will
drive.
note- I will note,
almost
though-
got those wheels.
That was
Yeah.
almost
wild.
got those
Like
So
this
close.
far from the wheels. Like
Will
inside.
note though that the way the frame in that area on Marvin is, unlike Duck, which is supported from the top and the bottom, is only supported on the bottom.
Yeah.
So it is.
However,
yeah.
it is no less than half, probably 3/4 to an inch, depending on where it is on that curve.
Yeah. It's a lot of alley
There's
there.
a lot of
Yeah.
aluminum, and we put a nice little dent in it, but structurally that is.
But
Yeah.
that dent got
Yeah.
damn close to one of their weapon motors. Not that it would have mattered for the
Oh, no,
fight
no,
at
on
that
the
point.
back to the wheel.
Oh, yeah, the
It's
white-
over
that,
an inch on
that.
the top.
Oh yeah, that
on the back end.
if that was any
Yeah.
thinner alley at the back there, you would have been straight through into that motor. Like it would have been done.
Yeah.
Yeah, the one on the front. I mean, like it looks cool,
It looks cool. Yeah.
but yeah,
But,
it's
they knew it wasn't a critical spot.
Yeah.
And they made the aluminum thinner there.
Well,
they did. Yeah,
it's only semi non-critical. I mean, they have four motors on their drive, but
Yeah.
we came really close to that. Like I
Yeah.
suspect that if we had the new tooth on there,
We
with the
would've
same
gone
shot,
through,
we would
yeah.
have got their motor.
yeah. But the thing is, I think
Damn.
like
but the
Sure,
weapon
it
was
would-
already useless. Like,
Yeah.
we already-
Yes.
like
yes.
the,
Yeah, but I mean,
We need to
they
get
would
the
have
wheel.
kept the motor, like the weapon spinning, but it would have slowed down with one dead
Well,
motor in there.
but smoke always goes in your favor, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
smoke always goes in
yeah.
favor.
Would have
Yeah,
done huge damage.
more
points.
damage points. I think, and yeah, I
yeah,
think
what we really need to do is pick up Groff's weapon. We
yeah,
thought we could bend those forks, and no one caught the fork.
we didn't catch the forks. I did catch the flame box though. My first ride up them, I caught the flame box, which is why they never had flames.
Oh.
I was
Yeah.
wondering what happened.
Yeah.
I heard some huge
They-
crash, but I couldn't see it because
Yeah.
it was blocked by
Yeah,
the
no,
It's
they-
too bad we didn't light it on fire. That's always
That
fun
was-
when a
yeah,
flame
yeah,
bots
yeah.
in golf.
No,
That's a
I
good
think I think like because I would ramp right up them.
Yeah.
I think I just kind of nipped off the front of whatever was there, so I didn't hit the tank, which was all the way in the back.
Yeah,
So-
yeah. So you caught the nozzle, so they couldn't
Yeah,
flame
yeah.
anymore.
Yeah.
Because that's the thing.
the box was the entire box was removed.
Yeah.
Was it not?
I
They
don't
were
think
taking
so.
it off in the after.
Yeah,
I
they,
think- I
they
think
pulled
they
it
just
apart, but I mean,
immediately
it was
pulled the box off.
mangled. It was torn apart.
Yeah.
I didn't see it by the time I got out there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I got out there right as they were lifting it off, and the whole flame box was just at an angle.
I suspect we're getting a reputation for losing judges' decisions, and then the team's taking the robot battle. Wait, that's bent, and that's bent, and that's bent.
Yeah. The thing is, people who watch the show don't see that. It's only the
Yeah.
people here that are like, "Oh wow, you actually hit pretty hard."
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Lucky learned that the hard way.
Lucky
and
did
they had
learn
to
that the
throw
hard
it
way.
back in.
Yeah.
We did more, Desperado, they had got more damage in the first one that they won than going forward on the rest of it.
Yeah. Cool. All right. Well, we've got a lot of work to do, so I think it's
Yes.
time to
Yes.
shut all this down. So I'm going to throw it back to me in the future, and yeah, maybe we'll do another one of these. I don't know. We'll see how we go. It depends on how much damage we take each time.
Before we get down to work, let's go deliver this.
Yeah. Or are we going to deliver it, or are we going to put it into a medal giveaway?
No. Let's give something in the medal giveaway when we get our bots fuckered. Like, I think
Yeah.
that's better
Fair enough.
to get some real shrapnel. Hannah deserves this for
Yeah, that's
us
it.
punching a hole in her expensive
Well, punching two holes. Let's be
Yes,
honest.
yes.
That was a couple.
Yeah. All right. I'm good with that. All right. Let's do it.
All right.
So there you go. Sorry about the audio there. Filming it in the pit area was probably a bad idea. There was lots of interference and stuff, and my microphone didn't quite like that. But just a couple of quick little corrections that we did mess up in there. And actually, both of them, I think, were my mistakes. So first of all, I didn't ever take out Gruff's flame box. That was Marvin. If you guys watched the video, which you probably should have before watching this, yes, Marvin took out Gruff's flame box, or at least disabled it from working. Marvin was the only one really high enough to actually get up there. I thought I'd got it riding up, but it's pretty clear from watching the episode that all of my rides up, I kind of got trapped in their weapon and didn't end up anywhere near that flame box. So that was definitely Marvin there. And also, while both Geminis did hit the front of Marvin quite a lot, actually, as it turns out, more than I remember, it was the red Gemini, Fred, driven by Dom, who managed to take the chunk of aluminium out of the front of Marvin. There's a point about halfway through the fight where top left-hand corner is me with Hydroxyl being thrown around by Groff, and in the bottom right-hand corner is a nice smack between Marvin and Fred. And that, you can see the chunk of aluminium get ripped out of there. And that is actually, it's actually really, really close to the weapon, well, one of the 4 weapon motors that drives Marvin's big spinning disc. Because that thing is ridiculously well engineered. So even if we'd managed to knock that motor out with that hit, it wouldn't have, it wouldn't have done anything. Maybe a little bit of smoke, as the team said in the little intro thing there. Also, I would like to say that the weapons, as they currently stand, aren't the most effective, or at least in that fight, they weren't the most effective. They were still running a 2-tooth design, so there are 2 teeth like this, so the disc sits here, and then there are 2 teeth, one up and one down, which means that the force of the hits are split between 2 teeth. And there were some nice bite marks on the back of Marvin where we got 2 really good engagements, but if it had been 1 good engagement, it would have put a lot more force through and that would have worked a bit better. And that's something that we did improve between fights, as we went from a two-tooth design down to a single-tooth design to concentrate that energy more. And also, I was having issue with my clutch. So the black Gemini, by about halfway through the fight, the clutch started slipping on the weapon stack, which meant that it was not spinning up to full speed, and it was spinning up really, really slowly, which made my weapon way less effective than it should have been. So those things are things that we found after the fight, and we did look at fixing while we were there at Battlebots. Yeah, so expect maybe some better things out of Gemini's weapons going forwards. Anyway, that is all I have for you this week. I hope you guys enjoyed that one, and I will see you in the next video.